Noticed whenever you see those stories about which people are the most contented around the globe, whenever they profile the Swedes, they always seem to be so happy and beautiful. Now there's another reason to be green with envy about the Swedes. We're told they are living green lives, showing kindness to the planet and saving a ton of energy in the process. Here is our chief environmental affairs correspondent, Ann Thompson.
Sweden's official colors are blue and yellow, but it lives green. From the citizens who can eat the fish from waterways in Stockholm to King Carl XVI Gustaf, who rules the land and drives an ethanol-powered car.
Can the rest of the world learn from Sweden?
If you're willing to, yes.
To learn, the world travels through Sweden's forest to its living green laboratory, Växjö. A city of nearly 79,000, it is a pioneer in green living, cutting its carbon emissions by 30% per person in the last 15 years while still growing its economy. The crown jewel, its power plant that once burned oil.
What does this big pile do? What is it used for?
This pile is our fuel for our district heating and electricity production in Växjö.
Wood waste goes from truck to conveyor belt to boiler. Though they need 30 times more wood waste than oil, it only costs 1/5 the price and produces near zero carbon emissions.
We think that by doing this will not increase the greenhouse effect.
Because Sweden has no oil of its own, scientists like Anders Bowden are trying to turn wood into synthetic fuel. How long will it take before cars in Sweden can run on gasified wood?
I would say within 10 years.
In time to meet Sweden's goal to be fossil fuel free by 2020.
But even here in Europe's greenest city, some ways of life are much harder to change, like trying to convince people to ride on 2 wheels instead of 4.
Mayor Bo Frank thinks he knows how.
You need the whip and the carrot. The whip is to make it more expensive to use fossils, and the carrot to make it more inexpensive to use alternatives.
Alternatives like the fuel made from organic waste that powers this train.
Why are Swedes so open to the idea of renewable fuel?
We love the nature. We love what we have around us.
Even in Stockholm, green works. To reduce traffic, Swedes pay to drive in the business district. A 3-mile pedestrian mall runs through the heart of the city. Here, it is a way of life, even at the Royal Palace.
We are not perfect, but we can exchange knowledge and experience and technique.
Creating, perhaps, Sweden's most important export, real-world ways to live green.
Unbeatable biofuel.
Ann Thompson, NBC News, Stockholm.
Even with more ethanol-capable vehicles and more fueling stations, this isn't going to work unless we find a better way to make ethanol. GM is partnering with Coscata Incorporated. Coscata has developed a proprietary process to produce ethanol at a projected cost of less than $1 per gallon because it can use almost any source material, including renewables like agricultural waste, municipal waste, discarded plastics, even old tires. What's more, Coscata's process is expected to use less than 1 gallon of water per gallon of ethanol produced.